AEW Dynamite recap time with Jimmy Baby, and I'm here to save you time in case you don't got any. If you've been with me before, you know how it goes. If you haven't been with me before, you're fixing to find out. So without further ado, let's get to the show. We get the AEW Dynamite opening video. It cuts out. We get CM Punk in the ring, Indian style. He's got a red box, MJF mid shirt, and he's there to let us know when the rematch is happening and what kind of match we're getting. Just to shorten it up, he said something about a cage match, then said it doesn't work because Wardlow could just climb in, and then MJF could still run away. So then he started talking about the Piper and Portland comment that MJF had made prior, and said he used that for some inspiration. He pulled out a dog collar from the red box. That's the match we're getting at Revolution. MJF versus CM Punk, dog collar. MJF came out, had nothing to say. He was speechless. And that's basically how this whole feud started. When Punk came out, declined the handshake, walked away, MJF was speechless, and then here tonight, MJF is left speechless again. This is just good stuff. It's more of just the attention to detail that these two have put into this feud is beautiful, and it's why I've loved it so much. And the culmination, it's gonna end at Revolution, and I can't wait to see how this finally ends. The Wardlow thing, it's gotta be coming, and that's gotta play into how this ends. And I just can't wait to see what kind of masterpiece these two can put on, because their match last week was just 2 weeks ago, which is awesome. It was awesome. They tricked us with the double beating CM Punk twice. It was good, and they've just continued, and it's still good. So I'm looking forward to another few weeks of this, and then the ending of Revolution in a dog collar match. I think that's fitting because MJF has spent a lot of time running away from Punk. Now he can't. So that was that. It's worth your time. It's a good watch. On to the next part of the show, in which we get a Bryan Danielson versus Lee Moriarty match. And if you like technical wrestling, this is a dream come true for you, because Bryan Danielson, we all know what he can do. Lee Moriarty, if you don't know, you better know. Go find out. Watch this match if you have to. The kid is awesome. This was a very fun match to watch. There was a lot of back and forth. You could tell Bryan Danielson was teaching him a few things. He was very cocky throughout the whole thing. Moriarty, you could see things clicking in his head. At one point he almost snapped, but he kept his cool. It ended when Bryan Danielson, he did his little holding hands and stomp in his face. He knocked him out, put him in a triangle, posed for the camera. As the ref called the match, Bryan Danielson wins. Good job, Lee Moriarty, though. He looked awesome. Afterwards, Bryan Danielson asks for a mic and decides right now he wants an answer from Jon Moxley, and he ain't leaving till he gets it. So Jon Moxley comes out. Jon Moxley cuts a nice promo. He talks about how he's never been able to beat Bryan Danielson, but he's a different man now. He does like the idea of teaming with him, but he's not going to say yes yet. He says he can't think of any reason why he should say no, but he's not going to say no, and he's not going to say yes. Because in his eyes, he's not teaming with anybody until he's bled with them. That was the end. He walked off, and Bryan Danielson was left to think about it. I think we all know this is leading to a match between these two at Revolution, in which Bryan Danielson is going to have to prove to Moxley that this is a collaboration that can happen. He's going to have to prove that he is ready to go to war against Moxley so that he can go to war with Moxley. I'm really hoping that this ends with them two pairing. I don't want it to just be a one-off match and then they go their separate ways. I want this to lead to something even bigger, and I think it is going to, but it'll be interesting to see which way they go with it. From there, we get a Keith Lee video package in which he just hypes himself up. I'm here to make a statement. Last week I made my first statement. The ladder match, I will make my next, and then I will win the TNT championship. That's the promo. I gave it to you. You ain't gotta watch it. I saved you I think it was like a minute long. Done. Next part of the show, we get a Wardlow versus Max Caster match. And the rap Max Caster hits on the way to the ring, it's worth your time alone, right there. Just that alone is worth your time. The match itself was okay. Anthony Bowens, he got involved a little bit. I think I counted 3 or 4 times, and the ref was doing a lot of this. At one point, Max Caster got the chain from Bowens, and then when Wardlow went to powerbomb him, he hit him with the chain. He dropped I think it's the mic drop on him. Wardlow kicked out though. Wardlow battled back, hit powerbomb Symphony, gets the 1, 2, 3. The whole time that Bowens get involved, Shawn Spears just sitting in his chair like, yep, I don't do anything, and he doesn't ever. So then after the match, Bowens attacks Wardlow. Wardlow fights back, powerbombs him, and once again, Shawn Spears is just, yeah, I see it. That ain't my problem. Wardlow powerbombs him, and then that's when Shawn Spears comes in and hits him with the chair, and then that was that. So Wardlow, you know, it's just building up more, and back to the whole Punk and MJF thing. It has to hit its boiling point at Revolution, and I can't wait to see it happen. I've been dying. If you've been paying attention, you've been following these videos, you know I've been just dying to see Wardlow just snap and just murk Shawn Spears and powerbomb the living hell out of MJF. We're gonna get it though. It's coming. On to the next part of the show though. We get a interview in the back with Britt Baker, Mercedes Martinez, and then Jamie Hayter, and they're basically talking about what they're gonna do to Thunderosa. Martinez leaves, then they pan out and we get a John Kreese from Cobra Kai. Thank goodness they finally got a celebrity cameo that's relevant. And because we all like Cobra Kai, Kreese is the man. It's a good pairing with Britt Baker, and he says, just show no mercy. You gotta take them out. Don't deal with it. So that was that. Commercial break, come back. Hangman Page interview with Tony Schiavone in the ring. Before it even happened, you know what's all about that. Boom comes out. Adam Cole, baby. He tells Tony Schiavone, get the hell out the ring. Tony does, because he don't want no problems. Adam Cole puts over Hangman Page big time. He's got respect for him. Adam Page makes a Bullet Club reference with Adam Cole, and then Adam starts questioning what kind of friend Hangman Page is, because, you know, the Young Bucks, they ain't talking about him, they ain't friends with him, and then the Dark Order, he ain't been hanging out with them in months, so what kind of friend are you, man? And then Hangman Page says, well, what kind of friend are you? You don't have a good track record either. Adam's like, okay, and then he says, let's just face the facts that every time me and you have been in the same company, it's always been, you've just been the other Adam, because Adam Cole is the man and we all know it. Hangman Page didn't like that. He went, put his title down and started unbuttoning his shirt. Adam Cole's like, whoa, hold on. I respect you. I got nothing but admiration for you. You've been to war. I don't want to do it this way. But the day is going to come where it's me versus you. And the title's going to Adam Cole. And then he reaches out, shakes hands with Adam Page, and then leaves. As he's leaving, in comes Red Dragon from behind to attack Hangman Page. Adam Cole turns around, sees it, comes back in the ring, and they just beat the shit out of Hangman Page. Security comes, try to stop. They ain't stopping nothing. They getting thrown around, and they continue to beat Hangman and Page. And then here comes the Dark Order to make the save. Adam Cole and Red Dragon leave. Then for whatever reason, the Dark Order attacks security. I don't know why, it doesn't make sense, but that's what happened. That was the end of the segment. Really good stuff. It's just a slow build to the, not only Adam Page versus Adam Cole, but the Bullet Club versus Elite that is going to happen as soon as Kenny Omega returns. It's going off, and they're just slowly getting there, and I love it. After that, they go to commercial though. They come back and we get Jericho and Hager versus Santina and Ortiz. And this was a really fun, good match that ended the right way. Santana got the pin on Jericho. That's the way this match should have ended. It was just a really fun match. Both got some offense in. Santana and Ortiz looked good. Eddie Kingston was at ringside. Jericho attacked him midway through the match, and that's basically what helped Santana and Ortiz get the win. After the match, Jericho was just fuming. He just beelined and attacked Eddie Kingston. They got separated. And we know that's what's happening at Revolution now. No worries there. I like to see Eddie Kingston just rip Jericho a new one on the mic. That'll be fun. Commercial break. And then we come back and we got Cole, Bucks, and Red Dragon in the back with Brandon Cutler on the camera. And there's this tension between Red Dragon and Bucks still. And basically they're like, where were you with the Hangman Page stuff? And the Bucks were like, we had other stuff going on. And then earlier in the night, I missed this because my cable went out for a second, but there was a thing with Jurassic Express where they're going to have a 3-way at Revolution, and there's going to be 2 battle royals to decide who their opponents are going to be. Well, we got Young Bucks and we got Red Dragon, and they're talking about they're both going to win, and they're going to be in the Revolution Triple Threat match. So what's going to happen is Red Dragon's going to win one of them, Young Bucks are going to win the other one, and they're going to be in there. And Jurassic Express, poor Jungle Boy, his first title reign in AEW is basically just null and void at this point. He has not defended on Dynamite, and he is now going to be dropping it to one of these two teams to further that storyline, and then no champion no more for Jungle Boy. That's what it looks like it's gonna happen. We'll see. I hope not. I feel like their title reign has been just handled like such a joke. They shouldn't just be relegated to Rampage. They should be featured on Dynamite more like the Bucks were when they were champs. That's for another time though. We all know I hate the Bucks. Basically it ended when Bucks went one way, Red Dragon went the other way, and then Adam Cole stood there and kind of looked both ways. Brandon Cutler's like, well, which way are you gonna go, Adam? And he's like, shut up, Cutler. Turn the camera off. And it's good stuff. It's further leading towards, like I said, Elite versus Bullet Club. It's coming, and they're just little things throughout the shows. It's getting there. I like it. We go to the Mercedes Martinez versus Thunderosa match. It's no disqualification. It was good. It was sloppy, but it's a no DQ match between people who have a history and they don't like each other. So sloppy is okay because they're not really focused on making this look pretty. They're trying to beat each other's ass, and that's what happened. Thunderosa took a nasty German suplex from the top rope, but she battled through it. She came back and she ended up beating Mercedes Martinez, which we all figured was happening. Afterwards, she helped Mercedes Martinez up. They shared a moment. Out comes Britt Baker with Jamie Hayter, and I can't ever remember other girl's name. Sorry, homegirl. Britt Baker goes over to John Kreese, who is now at ringside. He goes, what do I do? He goes, take him out. So Britt goes in and they start attacking Thunderosa. They get Thunder down. They give Mercedes Martinez the pipe, say, finish her. Mercedes is reluctant, so Jamie Hayter just hauls off and nails her from behind, and then they just beat the shit out of both girls. DMD, Team DMD stands tall, and that's the segment. So yeah, it's gonna be Britt and Thunder, probably Revolution. I hate to see Thunderosa and Britt's reign because Britt hasn't really had a good reign, and Thunder Rosa would have been a good opponent for her towards the beginning or middle, and since her reign never really got any like traction, it's just been kind of stale. It's gonna end before anything could happen with it, and it sucks. But I'm not worried for Britt because she's still the star of the show and she'll still do her thing, and Thunder as champion makes sense. I just wish Britt would have actually had something meaningful during her run. And the only meaningful thing that's going to happen is with Thunderosa when she takes it. That sucks for Britt. But, again, she's a superstar. Should be okay. From there, we go to a House of Black promo vignette that was pre-taped or whatever. They're in their house and they're playing cards. Yada, yada. If you're into the House of Black stuff, then yes, you should watch it because the promos are always intriguing. At one point, Brody King says, who are we waiting for? And then Malachi holds up a card, says history, puts the thing down. Earlier in the day, there's a thing with Buddy Murphy being announced as signing with AEW, so I imagine that's going to be coming. Unless they're trying to swerve us, we'll see. But yeah, that's what seems to be happening. He will be the third member of House of Black. Excuse me. After that, we get a Jay White promo in which he references Kenny Omega running from New Japan because of him, and basically everyone should be thanking him for AEW because if that never happened, AEW never happens. And then he's cutting a promo on his match against, I think, Trent. That's going to happen on Rampage. real quick. That's what happened. You don't need to watch it. That's all it was. After that, we go to the main event, and it is Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin for the TNT title. And this match was just as nuts as you would imagine. There was a spot where Sammy went for the swanton onto the ring apron, and Darby moved, so he hit the apron. Ow, it hurts. Darby it was top rope, and Sammy put him on in fireman carry position, and then just threw him back as he jumped forward. Darby bounced off the turnbuckle, hit the apron, flipped down, smacked the thing. That was nasty looking. Darby went for that trademark suicide dive that is so beautiful, and Sammy reversed it into a cutter. Awesome. Just all around awesome match. Just watch it. Like, don't even question, like, should I not? Watch it. It was fantastic. Just watch it. It ended with Andrade unfortunately getting involved, and he hit Darby with his pad. Sammy Guevara didn't see it because he was out at the moment. Then he got up, hit his 1, 2, 3. Afterwards, Matt Hardy comes in and starts attacking Darby Allin. Okay. Sammy Guevara makes a save, and then Matt leaves. But then here comes Andrade, and he attacks Sammy Guevara. Okay. And then they leave, and Andrade stole the TNT titles. He got both of them. Why there's still 2 TNT titles, I don't know. But there's still 2 TNT titles. I met Sammy this past weekend. He only had 1. But when he's on the show, he has 2. I don't know what's up with that. But he had 2. Now he has 0 because Andrade took him. And that was how the show ended. They finally got Andrade into something meaningful. That's cool. Unfortunately, it's with Matt Hardy. That's not cool. We almost went the entire show with no Matt Hardy stuff. And then they snuck it in at the end, you bastards. But yeah, great show. It wasn't as good as last week's, but that wasn't going to happen because last week was so good. This one was still really good. Dynamite, AEW has got all the momentum right now. As good as Raw has been, I think Dynamite has taken the mantle of top show right now. And that's awesome news for them going into Revolution because that's what they needed. Hopefully they can deliver an amazing show. Now, I have saved you at 1 hour and 43 minutes because we're running up on 17. Thank you for watching. I will add one more thing. There was a dude in the crowd. He had an Adam Cole has a dad body sign. Buddy, you look like you have a body like Bob from Bob's Burgers, buddy. You got no room to talk. Put the sign down, hit the gym. Stop with the nonsense. Leave my boy Adam Cole alone. Old Bob's Burger looking. Oof. But yeah, that's the show. Like I said, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm guessing you have, but if you haven't, do it. And I will see you all next week on Tuesday for the Raw recap. No, I'll see you before then because we're doing predictions for Elimination Chamber on Friday. So I will see you then. Thank you. Goodbye. Boom.